It's really bad. I don't know why. And I think I have contacts stuck to my eyes, but that's another story. But I have something I can't wrap my mind around. It's so big and it's following me everywhere and I can't get away from it, and it's affecting my relationships. Strangely enough, there's part of me that knew, but my mom had sent me, I was excited for her because she went out to a writer's conference, and I know she's always wanted to write and things like that, and she happened to mention that she was on some sort of platform and she had 6,000 followers, and I asked her to send me some stories, and she sent me 5 or 6, I don't know, and they linked to her account. So to read them, I'd have to go to her account. But she may have made these stories public or something like that. But she directed me to the exact place where she lies about me, where she's made up some history and she's leaving out some big points. And I know a lot of people would be like, what do you care what those people think, you know? I do care what people think. And she used to accuse me of that all the time, and I felt bad about it. Why do I care what people think? I do care if people like me, because if someone doesn't like me, I feel like I've done something. I'm like, of course everybody's gonna like me. Who wouldn't like me? I like me. Anywho. So I'm right there, you know. I'm just kidding. This is the problem. It affected my work. I had to do things over that I did yesterday because I messed up. Because when I get this way, my dyslexia just gets into action. And so I went and took pictures of 7015 Dry Creek or something like that, and it was actually 7105. And then another one, then I knew they were supposed to do this, but there was no, anyway, it doesn't matter, whatever. I had to do these things over. It's fine. It's good money if you have a bunch of them, but when you got to do that, but I digress. And I went to her other stories. And I'm convinced she cares not for me, doesn't like me, and actively took part in keeping my adult son mad at me. And she wouldn't tell me why until, it was like 5 years, until like a year ago. I thought it was because of a certain thing where he asked me for something. Anyway, she said it's not that, and I'm like, why won't you tell me? And she said, I just can't tell you. And then after that, she was drunk enough to blurt out that he knows you favored your sister, and so and other stuff. And I'm like, what? Yeah. And I didn't understand her. And now I go and I read and I understand her, what she's changed about our lives, what she tells people. It's lies. And not one of these things, these stories, is anybody described of worth. She has a poem about my sister. So I need to unpack this somehow, and I can't. And Jasmine and I have talked it to death, but there just keeps being more. She put up something yesterday that was an absolute lie, and it was really funny because it was a story about how she hates liars. I don't know. This is all I'm gonna do. I gotta talk it out. And if she happens upon it, good for her.